You know that person who's totally fine eating alone, walking alone, sitting in silence? While everyone else thinks that's weird, people call them distant, cold, or antisocial. But what if they're not empty at all? What if their world is just happening on the inside instead of the outside? If you'd rather spend time with your own thoughts than in a crowded room. If you've been called a loner more than once, this is for you. You're about to understand yourself in a way most people never will. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who like to be alone. Not the people who are lonely by accident. The ones who choose solitude on purpose. First, let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding. Liking to be alone is not the same thing as being lonely. Loneliness feels like hunger. You're starving for connection and not getting it. Liking solitude feels more like being full. You don't need more right now. Psychologists call this a preference for solitude. It simply means being by yourself doesn't scare you. It actually feels natural. Part of this is about how your energy works. Extroverts feel more alive when they're surrounded by people. That noise and movement charges them. But for many people who like being alone, it's the opposite. Social interaction, even when it's good, slowly drains their battery. It's not that they hate people, it just costs them energy. Being alone is how they recharge. Silence isn't empty for them. It's a reset button. There's another layer to this. Independence. People who like being alone often have a strong sense of autonomy, a psychological need to feel in control of their own choices. They don't always need others to tell them who they are, what to do, or how to feel. Psychologists call this part of self-determination theory. These people feel most alive when they're living by their own inner rules, not just going along with the crowd. So saying no to a plan doesn't feel like rejection. It feels like self-respect. Many people who like being alone also have a very active inner world. They think deeply, they replay conversations, they analyze, imagine, daydream. Research shows that people comfortable with solitude tend to be more introspective and often more creative. Ideas don't usually hit them in the middle of a loud party. They show up in the shower, on a walk late at night when it's just them and their thoughts. So when they choose to be alone, they're not doing nothing. They're actually doing a lot. It just doesn't look impressive on Instagram. For some, there's also something called high sensitivity. Their nervous system picks up more and more details, more emotions, more stimulation. Crowded places, constant noise, bright lights, too many conversations at once. For them, that's not fun. It's overload. Time alone is how they turn the volume back down. It's not about hating people. It's about managing how much their mind and body can handle at once. But not all solitude is peaceful. Some people learn to like being alone because other people were unsafe. Maybe they grew up being judged, criticized, or ignored. Maybe every time they opened up, it backfired. So they built a quiet rule in their head. If I don't need anyone, no one can hurt me. Psychologists sometimes see this in avoidant attachment styles. On the surface, it looks strong and independent. I'm fine by myself. I don't need anyone. Underneath, it can be fear. Fear of being rejected. Fear of being disappointed again. So they choose distance before anyone else has the chance to walk away. So here's the real question. Do you like being alone because it truly gives you peace, or because people have become too heavy to carry? One is healthy solitude. The other is silent self-protection. Healthy solitude feels calm, creative, grounding. You can connect with others, you just don't always want to. Protective solitude feels more like shutting down. You avoid people not because you don't like them, but because you don't trust what will happen if you get too close. If you genuinely enjoy your own company, if a quiet day alone doesn't scare you, that doesn't make you broken. It doesn't make you cold. It means your mind is a place you can actually live in. You're not antisocial. You're selectively social. You don't want more people. You want the right people at the right time in the right dose. If you've ever been labeled a loner but secretly know your inner world is loud and alive, hit subscribe. This channel is going to feel like someone finally gets you. Tell me in the comments, do you truly enjoy being alone, or do you feel like you just got used to it? And if you're the type who disappears or cuts people off when things get too much, the next video is for you. Click it. You're about to find out why you really do that.